Execute.
Order 66.7. Welcome to Order 66.7. Today, we're diving into the latest updates for the Separatist Alliance for Star Wars Shatterpoint. Let's explore the key unit adjustments that aim to balance and enhance gameplay. The shadows just got sharper. Asajj Ventress, Sith Assassin, is back on the scene with a cold-blooded upgrade. Here's everything you need to know. First change, mobility. Slip Away is gone, replaced with a new innate ability, Swift Retreat. Now, anytime Ventress would advance, she may instead reposition. That's right, no timing windows or costs. It's built in, always on, and plays right into her skirmisher style. The original, Sith Assassin ability gave healing, but that's now replaced with something far more aggressive, and force efficient. Now, if Ventress wounds any enemy unit, you refresh one force. If that unit was a primary or secondary, she gets to reposition or jump. And if it was a primary? You refresh an additional force. It rewards aggressive play and stacks value against high-priority targets, especially Jedi. Makashi got a major tune-up. The old, use an action, node was replaced with 2 healing. The tree now has a 5th step that deals 3 damage, nasty finisher potential. In other words, the tree got deeper and now better rewards longer chains. Makashi's twin lightsabers and duelist training expertise charts have been improved, same results, but now each effect triggers with 1 less expertise. Plus, duelist training now applies exposed on results 2 to 3 and 4+, a huge boost against tankier primaries. Even her Jarkai form saw updates. The last 2 steps of the combat tree were adjusted, the second last now deals 1 damage and applies pinned, while the final step deals 3 damage flat. Her Jarkai twin lightsabers expertise chart also now requires less expertise to activate, making her dual blade style more reliable. Overall, these updates make Ventress a more reactive, resource-positive, and lethal assassin. Her toolkit is now tuned for hit and fade tactics, efficient force usage, and punishing duelists. If you've shelved her, it's time to bring her back. The shadows favor her once more. Jango's iconic reaction ability, Not So Fast, was once one of the most reliable damage-dealing deterrents in the game. It allowed him to punish enemies who activated nearby, sometimes triggering devastating chain wounds. Now, the ability has been toned down, offering less of a guaranteed threat. He's no longer a walking thermal detonator, and more of a reactive counterplay piece that rewards well-timed reserve plays. Previously, Jango's I'm just looking to get paid ability offered 2 force refreshes, making him a top-tier economy piece in nearly every strike team. That's now been cut in half, only 1 force refresh when he wounds a target. The change shifts him from a plug-and-play force battery to a situational tool, and may push him out of certain list archetypes entirely. So what does this mean on the table? Jango still has mobility, decent combat trees, and mid-range pressure. But with his ability economy reduced, players will need to be more deliberate with his activations and positioning. He's no longer an auto-include, but maybe that's a good thing for overall game balance. Magna Guards were a go-to unit thanks to their incredible point efficiency. With out-of-activation attacks provided by the super tactical droids and solid durability, they were doing way more than their cost should allow, especially in melee-focused teams. The first cut, stamina. They now have 1 less stamina, making them easier to wound and less likely to tank multiple engagements. The second, and bigger change, their melee expertise chart. Where they used to get 2 criticals on 2 to 3 expertise, they now get just 1 hit and 1 strike. That's a major drop in spike potential. Magna Guards aren't bad, they're just more balanced. They still protect primaries with bodyguard, still bring melee consistency, but now you'll have to think twice about relying on them to swing above their weight in damage output. Expect to see them less in auto-includes and more in carefully considered builds. These updates reflect Atomic Mass Games' commitment to refining Shatterpoint's gameplay experience. For a detailed look at all the changes, visit the official transmission and stay tuned to Order 66.7 for more tactical briefings and updates from the galaxy far, far away.
Any civilized being knows an open invitation is no invitation at all.